Good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. It is Saturday, April 1st, so you know what time it is. No, it's not April Fool's. At least not for me. I'm sure you'll get someone else doing an April Fool's joke. But it is Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, where we try and go through all the news from this past week and anything that's upcoming in this week. It's going to be 15 minutes or less. There's a lot going on. There's a lot that's happened, and there's no way I'm covering it in 10 minutes. So we'll try for 15. So let's go ahead and dive right into it with some of the biggest news on the Wax blockchain. First of all, the Antelope Upgrade has happened this past week. Lots of things have changed. Lots of things are still the same. What I'll probably do is I should do a full other video on this, but if you're at all interested in this, there's a great Medium article out there on their Twitter page. So go check it out. You can go through all the details there. I'll probably do a separate video just kind of talking about it because it is a big change that has some impact on the projects and also on the users and the game players. So some big things there. Next on the list, this is also a huge news for the Wax blockchain. Forge Arena this week announced that they have partnered up with a major AAA gaming studio. That is big. That's big for them. That's big for the Wax community. That means that some of the games that are on the Wax community are starting to get recognized by those AAA game studios, and it could mean some big news or big steps and big things just for the overall blockchain. So I'm super excited for this. Congratulations to Forge Arena. Excited to see what comes out of this from your partnership. So more to come with that. You can go ahead there to their Discord and check out all the details. I won't go through all now. They basically give you all the details of the AAA studio that they're teaming up with, and some details around that as far as the next steps. Speaking of projects that are putting out AAA studio quality, let's jump over to Avalon. If you haven't seen it yet, I worked with them and did a 3-part series, basically a beginner guide to alpha, three different videos on their channel. So I encourage you to go check it out, give them a like, give them a subscribe. More to come with that. May have some more videos in the works that are going to be going on with that. But the main thing I wanted to talk about from the Avalon side, there is about a week left. Actually, there is a week left in the Emerald, Purple, and Silver passes as far as alpha goes. And what that means is, one, get your badges if you haven't gotten your badges, because again, 21 badges plus your pass, turn it in for a character for beta and for launch, which is a great deal. In addition to that, as you can see here on the screen, this is a screenshot from the end of the Gold Pass event, where dragons and flying mounts are going to be coming back into the game here shortly, and they are a lot of fun. So if you haven't had a chance to experience the dragons or the flying mounts, please do so. They're a great way to explore the island. You can see there's a separate island here that's going to have a quest. Also, they are launching the third raid. They tried to launch it yesterday, I should say Thursday. The testing didn't go the greatest, but it will be launched here shortly also, so you can test out raid 3. They mentioned that there's going to be quests on this Inquisitor Island. Also, one thing I did want to note is the fact that they are starting to accept player content, which is super neat. They're actually going to be running a competition or a contest here in the near future where players can actually submit potential quest lines and things like that can be implemented in the game. So they're actually taking player feedback and player ideas, implementing them in the game and giving you credit for it, which is super cool. They're not going to just take everything that we go ahead and suggest, but they are going to run a competition. The person who wins the competition is going to have either a quest line or something introduced into the game and get credit for that. So the one thing that they did note is it has to be historically correct. You have to have the backing around it. It can't be, and it also can't be something that's already in the game. It can't be a Templar storyline. It can't be King Arthur's storyline or anything along those lines. It has to be something completely new. So more to come with that. It's neat to see that they're actually taking the feedback from those players that are in the game and actually creating quest lines that they suggest. Super neat to see that. All right, next on the list we have Wombat. Dungeon Worlds, they did launch the mining, and this is, again, for those of you that are not familiar, the very first stage of Dungeon Worlds that's coming out. They have training coming out next, then they have breeding, and then they'll have some other things coming, all leading up to the actual full launch of Dungeon Worlds. So what you see right now from mining is only a very, very, very small part of it. Really kind of trying to test the UI, give us a feel for the UI, and really let us in to see a small part of the environment. And probably a week or two from now, we'll see training. So that'll be introduced. So keep an eye out for that and test it out if you have the land and the characters to go ahead and use. And I did want to mention again, for this first phase, for the mining, you do need land, but in the future, you will not need land. You'll be able to use other people's dungeons. You don't need land for breeding and for training. So there's some confusion there that I wanted to make sure that I highlighted in this video. Also from the Wombat side, they introduced the desktop app, and this is from the Wombat Play. This is where you can earn tokens and NFTs from playing different games. They had a mobile app, and they had a website that you could go. And now they are launching the desktop app, and this is essentially an alpha or beta. I forget what they're calling it, and it's only available to VIP 5 and above. It'll eventually be available to more people. But the neat thing is that if you're able to find a bug while playing with this app, they're going to give you free NFTs. So it's a cool thing if you're VIP 5 or above. Next on the list we have Taco, a Cryptia. Season 3 is coming on April 4th. I'll go ahead and do a video because there is some changes around this, as far as there's some premium lines that you can go ahead and get some additional rewards for or speed up the process. So there's some changes that are coming here in Season 3 that I think are critical, and I think you'll enjoy. So expect a video coming out either on the 4th or the 5th, depending on when they actually launch Season 3, because I want to go ahead and show you firsthand look at it. So keep an eye out for that. If you're playing a Cryptia, get ready for it. If you're not playing a Cryptia, definitely check it out. Something you might be interested in. Next, we got a Nook Studios. Did a video on this yesterday. That did the Rebus Minor sale. Went really well. Also, they have the pets that are coming out, the dog and the cat. More details to come with that, but they're basically going to be a collect all option that's in there instead of going through and collecting each of your minors. So check that out. Information on those cats and dogs will be coming here shortly. Farming Tales, lots going on there. They have the tournament system that's going to be coming out here in the very near future, which also means the new token that's going to be around there. April 12th is going to be a big day for the new token, the new Waxchester token. In addition to that, they are writing a new game that's going to be kind of separate from it. But it's a mini game standalone, so you can go ahead. It's a tower defense, but it's going to be an interesting one because it's farm animals and the predators in the game. So it's nice that they're actually doing that sort of style. So they're continuing to work on that. Once this tournament system is implemented, it's going to first be the tractor race that we've been talking about quite a bit. But that introduces a whole avenue for these mini games that are going to be in New Waxchester that we've been talking about a lot. I've been hearing hints about some. I know the tower defense they've announced this week. So lots of cool things. They're also going through a process of rewriting some of the code for the contract, which is going to allow boosters here in the near future. A lot of people have been super excited to use their boosters that were sold about a year ago. So those are going to be introduced into the game. They're just a little bit of a lower priority. And some other things that are going to be coming here shortly. So lots of stuff from the Farming Tales side. Nova Pangea, they did their first Nova land dividend drop yesterday. Couple things that are happening with this. They dropped, I think it was about 1 million tokens with the expression of doing that every single month. Because not a lot of the land is actually being used yet, and they are going to be in the future reducing that to 250 and scaling up as more land is actually going to be used. So more to come on that. They also have the next version of the town hall coming up to level 3, which allows you to do skilled workers, resource buildings, all to level 5. Also extend the rental contracts that you have for your buildings and land. So more to come with that. That'll be dropping here in the middle of the month. So keep an eye on Nova Pangea. Make sure you get your land and your buildings out there so you can get these monthly dividend drops. I got a bunch and I was excited to see it yesterday. So more to come on that. Also, Immerses did a very tiny announcement. They mentioned that their launcher is is functioning properly now. They've been doing a migration over the last month or two, which has caused a few little minor problems, but the migration in the end is really going to help them out, help you out also. So they wanted to announce that this was available. The Adventure Guilds also announced that they have an Easter event that's going on. So check that out if you're in the Adventure Guild. This is, again, if you're not familiar with it, it is a Discord game. So there's no UI as far as a visual one. But it's a very detailed Discord game it's got a lot of backing. There's a great community behind it, and great quests and items. So it's pretty neat game if you're into Discord types of games. Realm NFT, they have a big event that kicked off last night. The building event. If you're in the season and you need to build a whole bunch of stuff, now's the weekend to do it because it's a lot cheaper. It's 100% increase in speed, so things are faster, and then you get the 30% discount on the price of actually upgrading and building your buildings. Waxel World. They did a cool announcement this way. This is something that we've been looking for. This is the first look at the first housing building that's going to be in Waxel World. It is a big step as far as getting closer to the housing system. We can't actually test it in-game because you need NFTs for it, but they are working very hard with that. They have a big announcement that's available on their Discord. Highly encourage you to check it out. They are moving forward, which is great to see. I can't wait to see the housing system. Can't wait to jump in there. Hope you're all excited about that too. A few things from the FGL side. This was an interesting one because I haven't been super keeping track of the devs and all that with Cosmic Clash. But they did make an announcement this week that they do have a new developer on site. They wanted to reassure everybody that the basic game itself is not going to change as far as the battles go and things like that. But there are going to be some changes down the road with this new developer. Check out their Discord and the announcement that they have in there for the details around this. And then we got Warsaken. Warsaken did a drop this week. I still want to go ahead and do a gameplay review on this because I know this is super popular. A lot of people stream this, and I think it'd be interesting. So I got to get on that. Remind me. Keep telling me that, hey, Warrior Line, you need to try out Warsaken because it's on my list to do. All right, and then we got ZOS. They had a big drop this past week. It was this out of this world. I believe the name of it was, just double checking, Out of This World. Yep, on Atomic Hub. It was a very limited edition. Basically only a few packs. 700 packs that were available. Very limited edition. Certain amount of characters that were in there that had a different skin to them. That was more of an Out of This World or an outer space a theme to it. And then here we go, another zombie game, Zombie Coin, a game I haven't covered yet, but I will be doing a gameplay review in the near future. They are introducing clans. If you go ahead into the game, you'll see a clan section, which they're testing out right now. So they're going to be introducing this here shortly. Once that's introduced, I'm going to go ahead and do a full game replay review on this, because I know there are a number of people that have requested this. It is one of the long OG, we'll just call it one of the OG games on Wax. So I wanted to go ahead and do a review on it. And then last but not least, we got Funko. They did a drop this past week. Hanna-Barbera Series 2 sold out pretty quickly. A lot of people were excited about this one. I'm really interested to see what they have upcoming as far as the drops go. I'm hoping it'll be something that I'm interested here in the near future. I haven't been super interested in the last couple, but keep an eye on that. So they will definitely be doing another drop. I'm assuming at least in 2 weeks from now they'll do one. They've been trying to do one every 2 to 3 weeks. So more to come on that. So that is the Wax Gaming Weekly Review. Whew, that was a lot going on. I'm sure I missed something. If I missed anything, go ahead in the comments down below. Let me know if I did. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.